So this is a an interview with a Gazan, and he's reflecting on, okay, after 2 years of war, what do you think about everything?
مجتمع غزي معارض يكبر يوما
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to read these subtitles.
بعد يوم ولا يخفي كراهيته للساعة التي قرر فيها السنوار
So
نفذها
Sinwar was the
للارتطام
guy, the
بمغامرة
leader that
هجمات السابع
they
من
killed, the
أكتوبر.
Israelis killed
أمير
about 6,
الذي
8 months
يعيش
ago.
اليوم مع نصف أسرته فوق أنقاض منزله المهدم تحدث إلى جسور بعيون دامعة عن قهره، مما آلت إليه الأمور بعد أن استيقظ شعب غزة عشية 7 من أكتوبر لعام 2023 على خبر سيغير حياتهم للأبد.
وهاي نتائج الطوفان. راح البيت وتشتتوا الأهل وما فيش أي
The
نتائج
house is
إيجابية.
gone, my family's scattered,
مراهم
nothing
ضاعت والعيال
positive has
وراهم ضاعت
happened. Many
والعيال
of their
طايقوا
leaders are now
وطايقوا
gone. They
10%
chose their
من
own
بني آدم.
path, risked the
لأنه
lives of 2
حرام.
million human beings. It's a
ويعتبر أمير
disgrace.
هجمات 7 من أكتوبر قراراً شخصياً اتخذه السنوار ويرفضه 1,800,000 غزي.
Well, after the war started, it was something like they did a poll about a month later, and 72% of the Gaza residents supported the October 7th attacks. I wonder what that number is now.
بل اختارها عنهم يحيى السنوار.
كان عندي شغل.
Yeah, that's Sinwar. He's dead.
يوم في ويوم في بس الدنيا كانت ماشية مش زي الأيام هاي. والحمد لله مستورة. أروح من شغلي ألاقي أولادي في البيت وزوجتي في البيت. كان عندي شقة الحمد لله رب العالمين. محسن قاعد أنا وأولادي وزوجتي. يوم صار لنا سنة شهر تقريبا في الحرب. راح البيت وتشتت الأسرة.
So this is about a year ago, it looks like.
كنا بنشتغل كنا كويسين وكان عندنا أولادنا بنربيهم ونروح على المدارس ونروح على الروضات ما شاء الله عليهم. اليوم لأجل مين يعني كل اللي صار هذا لأجل مين؟ إذا لأجل قائد فهو صار هيك. أما مش إنه أنا المفروض أنت تغير
So
الشعب.
he obviously doesn't sound like he's a fan of Hamas.
بمقتل السنوار.
Again, the question is what percentage agree with him and what percentage don't.
بعد اغتيال يحيى السنوار
I'd say more support Hamas
ولا زعلت كثير. أنا اللي بيعنيني
and then agree
الأهم
with
من
him
هيك
more than
إنه هل
likely.
اغتياله وقف الحرب؟ لا أنا اللي أهم من هيك إنه أنا أرجع سكر بيتي أقل حاجة وأرجع
Fucking
زوجتي
waste.
وأولادي لحضني ولبيتي وأشتغل وأجيب فلوس. أنا اليوم ما فيش.
All
أنا
right, we can
لا
go on to the
بطلع
next one, Chuck. Remember, these are the same people that are going, we gotta ban guns. If we save just one life, it'll be worth it. And here they are, the government's like, hey, if you don't want to live, we'll help you off yourself. And if your kids there aren't happy, we'll help your kids off themselves as well behind your back.
That's insane.
Is if we think they're old enough to make their own decision, which is just fucking nuts. So you can just play this whole clip. She's pretty awesome. Katie Hopkins.
It's demographically because we are already overrun. Power sits with the Muslim religion. Power sits with Muslim leaders.
Are you done?
And the government.
Is the nation done?
You know, I'll never say we're done because we're still here fighting. I believe there will come a time not too far from now when the British people, true British people, will have to make very difficult choices. Either they will flee eastwards to Eastern Europe with our much more stronger Christian neighbours, Poland, Hungary, those countries, or they will seek asylum, flee, try to come to America, or they will stand their ground. But certainly the time of the Crusades will need to come again if we are to return.
What do you mean by that?
We are overrun in every way, in every sense. Demographically, all births, Muslim births outnumber births to every and all other religion. This is no commentary on anyone's religion. This is just pure fact. Our mayors who control funding in our capital cities are Muslim. Mosques are not churches. A mosque is being built at the outermost, tippy-most end of Scotland and at the furthermost reaches at the end of the other side of our tiny country. This is about a takeover. And of course, America understands because you have Minneapolis, because you have Dearborn, Michigan, and I see it all the time. These blue centers where they absolutely load it up with multiple occupancy.
Yeah, I was late. 20 years. I remember talking about this shit 20 years ago with my friends from the UK. And they were kind of laughing about it because all the government, they come over, the whole family's on handouts and welfare, and they just have more kids, and the more kids they have, the more welfare they get. And I didn't understand at the time, but now because again, they film TikTok videos of themselves talking about how they're taking over and going to take over. And yeah, I wrote about it in Mastering Yourself, and 20 years later to just see it happening, and then you got the Prime Minister of the UK going, Islamophobia is the greatest threat to UK. Meanwhile, you got the Islamists say they're taking over and they're going to impose Sharia. And when you look at the demographics of the kids in the schools, there's more Muslim kids in schools than any other religion, you just heard her say. That's crazy. So demographically, then, in 20 years when those kids grow up, you're going to have majority of the young adults are going to be Muslim. And so the people from the UK are going to be, they're going to be the minority in their own land. That's everybody. That's Hindus, it's Christians, Jewish people, regular English people are going to be totally outnumbered by the Muslims that are have the same ideology as ISIS, the Ikhwan Muslim Brotherhood ideology of conquest. Unless you kick those people out, they're fucking done. The numbers are the numbers. You're not coming back from that. So if anybody wants to see the UK, you better fucking do it soon.
It's already shitty. It's already changing. I went twice last 3 years. Nope.
Just seeing Paris, the way it looks now is like, God, it was so beautiful. It was so safe there.
Yeah, thankfully when I was in Paris, actually, I just stayed in the really, really nice areas. I stayed away. I didn't go to any of the bad areas. London, I saw some of the bad areas.
That's just fucked up, man. So this is a study. Some fish do not mix well in the same aquarium. And so Denmark followed 321 Palestinian Muslim asylum seekers and their kids for 30 years. And so, in other words, to see what happened. Did they integrate? How well did they do? What was the crime rate? How many kids they have? That kind of thing. And what happened to the kids when they grew up? Were they productive members of society, or were they a bunch of criminals as well? And again, these people come from a completely different culture. They don't have the same values as the people from the UK do. I think this is the UK, right?
Denmark?
Oh, Denmark. Last one was UK. So yes. Scroll down and play the video here.
In 1990,
so unlucky. It's like loud video, then
the Danish government passed a law allowing the immigration, specifically of 321 refugees from Palestine. And the study followed them from 1992 to 2019. Out of the original 321 Palestinians, 204 ended up being convicted of a crime. 71 of them were jailed, and 176 ended up on welfare. So that accounts for 63% became criminals and were convicted, and more than half.
Those numbers are terrible.
So they followed the second generation. They had 999 children. 337 ended up being convicted of a crime. 132 of them ended up being jailed. And 372 of them ended up on welfare. So that's a 34% conviction rate and a 37% welfare rate. Their very own justice minister later stated in a 2019 interview, and this is the guy who presided over this entire thing, by the way, and I quote, "These asylum seekers should not have been let in."
Because the way the politicians is, they tell everybody not to have kids, and now they're going, well, we need to import these people from the third world because we need workers. We have an aging population, and the people they're importing have a completely different culture, and they believe they're there to take over. They say it openly. They film, again, TikTok videos. It's all over fucking Twitter. Oh, this is the, if you ever saw the movie, I think it's called The Kite Runner. It's about the bocce boys, the boy play, I guess they call it. That's very prevalent in the Arab world, men and little boys, basically. And so this is, I think Shrek was on, and he was talking about this in Afghanistan. And people I know that were there, it's like trying to civilize Jurassic Park. So listen to what their culture believes and how they operate.
Afghanistan.
And one of the things they all say is that men are for pleasure and women are for
Until
babies.
you're there. He goes, once you're there and you see it and you understand it, you become so cynical. You almost like, this culture is like unfixable. And he's like, most people just don't know that a place like that exists. That's so just down to its core. So he was talking about how these guys have these boys that they have as their harem.
The number 9 boy.
What's that?
That's what the Egyptian Special Forces called him, the number 9 boy. He's the boy that gets...
Why number 9?
Oh, that's what the Egyptian Special Forces called. But every Afghanistan village had a... What do they call it? The Chogi boy?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But basically, the 12-year-old gets...
He was saying these guys have harems and they would parade them down the street to show they have the most boys. Afghanistan.
Yeah, it's like the truck drivers. You know, they'll have 5 or 6 little boys and they kind of parade them around. Because again, the culture, what they're taught is that women are for babies and men are for pleasure. Because you're not supposed to have sex outside of marriage, but, you know, pleasure with other men is okay. So you can just roll this video.
In the year 2000,
God damn today.
This one's loud.
there were 7,801 rapes reported across England and Wales. In the year 2024, the amount of rapes reported across England and Wales is 71,220.
From 7,400 to 71,000 RAPE.
Increase. What happened? Mass migration. Did you know that in the UK, Afghan migrants
10
are
times
22
more.
times more likely to be convicted of a sexual crime than British nationals? Mass migration and tolerance of other cultures is a lie taught to you by leftists to remain in power. It is good for no one. In the year
That's insane. 7,400 to 71,000 in what, 20 years?
It's kind of crazy that you can't say that word on YouTube, right? And like, it's crazy you say that one word, like, if videos get so...
Well, they get
Which
demonetized
is
is what happens.
kind of ridiculous because it's like you're taking away with the power. You should say it because it's a messed up thing. People try to always skirt around it or like...
You're not allowed to complain.
Yeah,
Jackie.
it's so fucked. It's so messed up. Like, I'm really mad. Like, you see it... And then people can't say, like, the death, like, if someone kills themselves or something, too, you can't say that in a lot of videos. I hate this whole cultures that started in the last couple of years where people say different words to mean something else. Like,
That's
listen,
communism. That's
I fucking hate it.
cultural
I
Marxism.
fucking hate it.
They change the meaning of words. It's like illegal aliens. They say undocumented immigrants because it sounds better. Oh,
It sounds better. I don't
undocumented.
want to say it because it sounds better. I'm
They
saying
lost their documents,
Yeah.
Donkey. It's their victims.
we're talking about something bad. I want you to know it's bad, and that's why it's bad. It should make you feel icky when someone says it or something because it's messed up. You word dressing it in other words doesn't fix the problem. It's still gonna fucking happen. Like I hate that.